Exploding birds. Exploding bird pictures. Birdemic. Okay. Luckily the title screen's giving me time to recompose myself, because that doesn't happen during editing, it happens between takes anyway. Birdemic. Yeah, we're just gonna get into this. It starts with... music that really sets up driving? No, it doesn't. Anyway, that fades out and we get to... hello? Movie? Oh, apparently we have to loop that incredible tune again because we forgot to actually show the credits the first time. So after continuing to show us what driving looks like, it loops again so it can continue to show us what driving looks like. Amazing. So after looping that tune 2 more times, not joking, we continue the excitement of seeing every single step of this guy walking to his car to this restaurant. Which obviously need to be dubbed with an out-of-sync walking in dirt sound effect, because walking on pavement sounds are so hard to come by.
Hi.
Here's the menu.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with you.
And I'll be right back with you. What the hell was that? This is already one of the worst examples of editing I've ever seen! I can understand maybe they didn't have the resources to go back and decently redub dialogue convincingly, but you don't just cut background noise like that. If there is something that needed removing, at least keep the noise consistent. And was she even saying hi there? Or was this the only take where she didn't burst out laughing after the extremely taxing line of hi? And of course, these cuts look terrible. She looks like she's gonna leave, and then she's not moving, saying she'll be back. And seriously, this kind of terrible editing is littered throughout this thing, and considering how long I've been sitting here bitching at the first scene, I'm gonna have to let some of them go, or I'm never gonna get through this. The sound cuts out again, signifying to our hero Rod it's time to start checking out the hot girl. Yes, very casual there, Rod. Actually, it looks like Rod isn't our hero after all, when the creepy staring turns into full-blown crazy killer stalking.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
See, he even managed to magically catch up to her with slow walking.
I don't mean to bother you.
What?
I think I know you from someone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. He's a smooth talker and stalker.
Yeah. So, what do you do?
I'm a fashion model.
And a beautiful one, too.
Thanks. Well, it was nice talking to you, but I should really get going. I've got an audition for it. modeling job.
Way to go, Rod! You managed to creep her out in record time! She takes off as Rod continues the creepster routine. And, continues. And continues. Hello, scene change?
Natalie!
Hi again.
Well, I guess they actually had to leave in that long walk-away scene, so it actually made sense for Natalie to feel the need to say hello again. Anyway, Mr. Cool continues to work his swing and manages to get her number somehow, and to make sure she'll never answer a call from him, stares at her every move into her car.
This morning, flocks of seagulls.
And I ran so far away.
In other news today, the population of polar bears is declining rapidly due to the melting of sea ice in the Arctic. As the sea ice melts, the polar bears are forced to move farther north.
Oh no, that might affect my Coca-Cola supply. Oh, thank fuck they showed us that he did indeed turn his TV off before leaving the house. And now apparently Rod's off to go on a magical adventure. Also, don't forget guys, cars run on gas. Really, guys? Did you pop in the wrong soundtrack here, or is driving really that much of a wonder to you? Wait a second, that bald guy was behind Rod. Did you cut out some of the precious walking?
I'll give you that and 50% discount. Can we close the deal today?
Well, I don't know. Could you say that again, phrased slightly differently?
Can I place your order today?
Deal!
Great, thanks. We appreciate your business. Woohoo!
Hey, why are you celebrating at the wall like it's a person? Probably would have made more sense if I'd just been in the room here with you to begin with, huh?
Cut the big fish.
How big was the sale?
$1 million.
You gave him a 50% discount off $1 million? Rod, you idiot! Next, we catch up with Natalie's big fashion shoot at the 1 Hour photo store. Jeez, where could she possibly go from here?
Victoria's Secret wants you to become their cover girl model.
You're kidding.
Yeah, natural progression there. Oh, just a second. Hello? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, that was Hollywood. I've just been given a $200 million budget to make a Resident Evil movie. That doesn't suck.
Congratulations again. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Alright. No. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thank you again.
Yeah, she hung up a while ago. And wow, it's really some kind of accomplishment to fuck up a fade. Are we fading into black or into the next scene? I can't decide. Let's do both! I don't know why we faded anyway, as Wooden Rod here is calling her right after. Though of course, first we need to see every step of him walking to his car, otherwise we'd be lost. And that goes for Natalie too. Every step before answering.
So, how's your day?
Oh, great. That creepy guy who stared another hole in my ass at the restaurant is now making random chit-chat calls.
I made a big sale today.
Good, fantastic.
Thanks.
Restraining order!
I closed a big job offer today with Victoria's Secret.
Wow, congratulations. I think you'll look great in those lingerie.
Thanks.
My fuck, why did I tell him that?
So, how about dinner to celebrate your success?
That was fast.
That was fast? What are you, used to a full hour of pointless conversation and awkward pauses before they get the balls to ask you out?
I know a good Vietnamese restaurant.
What? Why would you randomly fade during a scene? And what the hell is Vietnamese?
Yes.
Okay. Next scene!
Let's call it a day. I met this girl Natalie over the weekend.
Good for you.
She hot?
Yeah, fashion model.
Lucky you, man.
Yeah, we're going out this weekend.
Look, sir, droid.
You know, if that happens, we'll all be millionaires.
Someone editing with 2 VCRs could make better cuts than the ones in this movie. Jeez, I'm not gonna make it through this. Motherfuck! Because it was so important that you keep that scene running with them fucking standing there doing nothing that it even need that part on the end where again you cut all sound!
Dubbed the St. Martin wildfire, currently there is 0% containment of this fire. However, firefighters are hopeful that within the coming days, the weather will become more favorable and help them to extinguish the St. Martin wildfire.
Wow, so you're saying they're doing nothing to contain the fire and just hope it'll go out on its own. Clearly, they're the best.
And the drivers will be Hollywood celebrities.
Oh, cool, it's awkward silence news. Well, if it's on TV as well, I guess it's not that strange that it keeps happening in this movie. Anyway, Woodenrod gets a visit about installing solar panels in his house, which he's really bored about. Or really interested in, it's kinda hard to tell with him. And of course, the scene ends with another horrible cut which didn't even need to be included.
Hi, Natalie.
Oh yeah, no doubt Rod did have to point himself out there or else he'd likely have blended into the background. And after giving him a "I barely want to touch you" hug, we see an extremely long, inconsistent pan of this painting, and oh man, my surprise knows no bounds when they don't even fucking walk into that shot. No, it fades into another establishing shot of people eating, and they don't even walk into that one either. It just fades again into them eating. And this time having a conversation so good that even this movie deemed it not necessary. That's scary.
I like sales. It fits my personality.
You have a personality?
Started out as a software engineer. BS computer science. Software development was boring for me, and I felt that...
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She's whiz as personality, personality, hot from the microwave, she's whiz.
I work at a startup company called NCT Software. Got this stock option. Hopefully, if the company makes it big by being bought out or goes public, I'll exercise that stock option.
I'd like to spend time with Alex.
Alex?
He's really cute.
Who is Alex?
And I love him to death.
Come on, let me see the picture. Is your boyfriend?
I can't wait for you to meet him.
Come on, let me see it.
Somehow he still managed to sound bored while desperately trying to grab a picture. That's some kind of special talent there.
And now for a taste of things to come.
Oh man. Oh no. It's starting. Oh, and of course this wouldn't be Birdemic, the master of unediting, if they didn't have the animated GIF birds disappear before changing the scene. They show us some more of this mastery with bad cutting between shots that don't need to be there, and after we get a whole scene that doesn't need to be here when Natalie goes to visit her mom. And wait, her mom lives in a big house like that, and when Natalie's in town she still has to stay in a motel?
What's that smile all about?
Must be because of that noise that made them blank the audio again.
I got a job with Victoria's Secret.
Oh my gosh. Oh, honey, you know, I've always been supportive of your modeling career. It's just such a tough business to be in.
It is.
Well, does the gig pay well?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's my girl!
Okay, cut. Cut! How do you edit it like that? Well, I really think we should keep in that part after the thumbs up where she just stops giving it and clearly doesn't know what she's doing. Natalie calls up her friend in the middle of her bathing suit sex with a convenient and out of place sign. And that goes for Rod's work friend being the guy she's pretending to screw too. At Woodenrod's work, the magical adventure continues as his boss announces how selling this apparent call center company has made even the sales reps rich enough to retire because they have a few shares of stock. Now I understand the fantastical scoring for when Woodenrod goes to work. They also show us how applause really works. It starts dying until suddenly other people realize they should start. Wow, it's really something when you can even fuck up editing applause. And yes, it was really important to show every single person at that table clapping.
So, now you got a big payday with a big stock option, huh?
Yeah, I earned it. All those big deals I did with NCT, and millions of dollars of revenues and sales.
Thanks for telling me that. Clearly I, as your boss, had no idea. But then again, I did strike up this pointless conversation with what I just said in the meeting, so I guess I reap what I sow.
Thinking about opening up a green tech company.
I'm so interested, and I almost forgot I have more lines here.
She's my girlfriend's best friend.
Huh. Small world.
Yeah, and they're planning on setting us up for a double date.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Wow, this is such a great surprise to me, and I'm so happy that I can now go on a double date with you, my best friend, in the whole world.
Man, that was a good movie, An Inconvenient Truth.
I know, right? And this is such a casual way to bring up the fact that we just watched that.
That is it. I'm getting myself a car that's environmentally friendly.
That was a good movie, Birdemic. It sure told me I'm gonna be more environmentally friendly now, too.
Maya and I gotta get back to work, so,
Work?
Yeah, you know. Sensual work?
Yeah, I don't know why I tried that innuendo first, cause, truth be told, I didn't even understand it.
Mass solar nano-based solar panels. They cost manufacturing 1 watt electricity 10 cents. That's a fraction of the cost of the current silicon-based.
Pro tip, Birdemic, it doesn't sound very good when you have something rubbing against your mic. And here I thought your sound couldn't get any worse.
With these panels, solar power will be available and affordable for everyone.
So, how much funding are you requesting?
$10 million.
Well, you have absolutely no experience with this, but your muffled speech and single slideshow has won me over somehow. Must be all that personality you have. Art and Pumpkin Festival. See that, guys? Yup, Art and Pumpkin Festival. Don't forget it. They're at the Art and Pumpkin Festival.
Oh, lovers on the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, lovers on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, lovers on the moon.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he doesn't really keep saying that. I don't want to misrepresent Birdemic or anything, so here's what was really said during those shots.
The sea is so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Is it really that hard for you guys to put this together? You couldn't get passable sound in a restaurant, so what the fuck did you think would happen if you filmed out by the sea?
He has to be kind, honest, successful.
Uh-huh, yeah, I sure hear that.
Not really. I figure if I don't make it big by the time I'm 30, I figure I'll just take it from there.
Who edited this? A blind person? No, a blind person can hear that. That's sort of terrible. The editing is bad.
You should have a plan B now. I always do. I mean, look at me.
You don't do jump cuts in films, you dumb fucks.
Who knows? Maybe I will consider a career in real estate.
You landed cover model for Victoria's Secret. I think your modeling career is going okay.
Look at these birds. I wonder how they died.
Stop,
like
don't touch it. It may be infectious.
Yeah, if you touch it, you might turn into a poorly integrated picture as well.
The next day, the world has fallen completely silent. It's the sound of silence. Until Rod rings the doorbell a second time in the next shot.
Oh, hi!
Oh, hi again. Oh, wait, wrong movie. I don't know why they're even ringing your mother's doorbell when you know Natalie just walked into her mom's house the first time, or why the scene couldn't just start with them talking to her mom, but then I guess we'd miss out on this wonderful shaky back shot of them walking into the house.
I really like retirement. I like to travel, I like to cruise, and I enjoy watching television. And my biggest thing is I love to watch Nat and work with her in her modeling career.
How do you work with her on that? You didn't even know she got her Victoria's Secret job, or if that even meant good money.
My big thing is to make sure that she's happy and successful in whatever she chooses to do.
Thanks, Mom.
Wow, really? That was the whole point of that scene? To learn that Natalie's mom likes watching TV?
I was just kidding about the stock option and shopping and money and all that. All I want is you.
Are you sure?
I mean, look at me. Sometimes even I forget I'm a real boy.
Just hanging out with the family, having ourselves a party.
So after the extremely appropriate music break at the most popular club in town, I'm sure, we find out why Natalie doesn't just stay with her mom when she's in town.
Rod, what do you think?
You're in the way of the TV with the Tippi Hedren cameo. Get it? She was in Birds.
You look fine.
You look fine? Really, Wooden Rod? I mean, he didn't even say it like, you look fine. He might as well have said, your physical appearance looks acceptable to my visual sensors. And I'm convinced this is where most of the movie's budget must have went towards, getting this actress to strip to her underwear and make out with this piece of cardboard, since the character was actually supposed to like him in the earlier scenes, and the clear disgust shown by her must have been the actress. And holy shit, what the hell was she walking in before this scene? Well, now that they're together, I guess that's the end of the movie. I forgot that I review really poor romance films. Oh, of course, I'm being an idiot like usual. The best is yet to come. In the next part! So, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna have to split this video into 2 parts. But I do have something really special for the ending of the first part. There was just something stupid in this movie almost every freaking second, and yeah, I don't want to put you through my annoying voice for over 40 minutes straight. That's really something not recommended. So I hope you'll all join me in being super excited because I've got the star Birdemic here with me. Rod! Rod, how are you doing? Whoa! Where was all this energy when you were filming Birdemic, Rod? Whatever, this bit's dead. There they go. The birds are leaving. Because I waited in my vehicle for a little bit. Oh crap. They're following me! They are attacking! Ah!
I don't like this movie, he doesn't look too friendly. This monster seems so fake, my nerves are gonna break. Phelous, don't let me down, you need to be around. Grab that running one up and blast that single new one. This movie looks shitty. Phelous, oh Phelous, bring on mortal comedy. Oh Phelous, Phelous, and someone who won't movies. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, I don't care how now you sound. Oh Phelous, oh Phelous, what's your opinion about?
Hi guys, check out my Patreon for early mid-roll free episodes, meaning no ads will play in the middle, and other perks.